Floyd Mayweather visited Shakur Stevenson's training camp ahead of his fight with Teofimo Lopez. He praised Shakur, calling him the best fighter in his weight class. Mayweather promised to share his knowledge, helping Shakur refine his skills, improve further, and reach new heights in his boxing career. Shakur Stevenson is hard at work in his training camp, focusing on every aspect of his game ahead of the Teofimo Lopez fight. He drills his speed, footwork, and defensive skills while refining combinations and ring strategy. Each session pushes him to his limits, sharpening his reflexes and endurance. The intense focus, discipline, and dedication in camp show that Shakur is fully committed to dominating on fight night. Shakur Stevenson is determined to prove himself to anyone who still doubts him. Despite his achievements, he wants to show critics and fans alike that he is an elite fighter. Every fight is a chance to silence disbelief and reinforce his status as one of boxing's top talents. On the Ariel Helwani show, Shakur Stevenson discussed his upcoming fight with Teofimo Lopez and responded to critics with confidence. He believes Lopez has never faced anyone at his level and is certain he will challenge him in ways no one else has. Shakur also commented on how Lopez would struggle against elite fighters like Terence Crawford, saying he would likely be overpowered. While acknowledging Lopez's skill, Shakur emphasized that he doesn't consider him on Crawford's level.
He also addressed his promotional situation, noting that although he had considered moving on from Matchroom,
Eddie Hearn is now involved, ensuring strong backing and organization for this high-profile matchup, highlighting how seriously he takes both preparation and the business side of the sport. Analysts have closely examined the matchup, highlighting both fighters' strengths and vulnerabilities. One of the most critical aspects identified is Lopez's struggle with movement. While Teofimo is explosive, athletic, and capable of overwhelming many opponents with his power, he often finds it challenging to face opponents who move fluidly and force him to adjust continuously. This difficulty becomes especially significant against Stevenson, whose footwork, timing, and patience allow him to frustrate and control aggressive fighters. Bruce Carrington, a respected boxing analyst, has pointed out that Stevenson's ability to maintain range, shift angles, and force Lopez into uncomfortable positions could neutralize Lopez's offensive bursts, leaving him vulnerable to precise counters. Lopez's style thrives when he can assert his dominance and fight on his terms. However, Stevenson presents a challenge unlike many Lopez has faced before. Stevenson's defensive awareness combined with his capacity to measure distance and change rhythm limits the opportunities for Lopez to connect cleanly. The analytical consensus is that Lopez's explosiveness alone will not be enough. He must adjust strategically, maintain patience, and pick his moments carefully. A failure to do so could result in Stevenson dictating the pace and capitalizing on any missteps. This highlights a recurring theme in the matchup. Stevenson's technical skill may offset Lopez's raw athleticism. Another perspective emphasizes that Lopez performs at his best when facing elite-level competition. His ceiling shifts depending on the caliber of his opponent. Against a fighter like Stevenson, Lopez is forced to operate at the highest level, utilizing all his reflexes, timing, and ring intelligence. This fight is not merely about physical strength or power. It is a test of mental acuity and adaptability. Analysts note that Lopez has the potential to rise to the occasion, but only if he demonstrates discipline, manages his aggression, and avoids predictable patterns that Stevenson can exploit. In this sense, the matchup is a classic test of talent versus tactical mastery. Shakur Stevenson's speed is another factor that cannot be overlooked. Observers have noted that Stevenson's velocity is effectively a form of power. His punches often come faster than opponents can perceive, making even subtle shots highly effective. The unpredictability of his speed allows him to land clean, decisive punches that disrupt opponents' timing. Andis, a seasoned analyst, points out that many fighters fail to anticipate Stevenson's attacks, and this can be a decisive element in a bout against Lopez. The ability to combine precision with speed allows Stevenson to control engagements, dictate the rhythm, and punish mistakes, giving him a clear tactical advantage in exchanges. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next.